Hello, yeah, welcome to this tutorial. Welcome once again. Yeah, in this tutorial we start doing some kind of logo stuff now. We'll be designing a simple logo in this tutorial. So now let me click on new so that we can start, get going. So I'm creating a new file, so we can see the previous file I created. So I'm just gonna click on create. Okay, so now we have to get going. So like I said earlier, we want to create a simple logo in Adobe Illustrator, and this is really going to be really fascinating, right? So okay, now to do that, now I'll be needing more tools. These tools won't be enough. There are some tools I want to use that are not here, so I'll go back to Essentials. Just go to Essentials, click on it, and click on Essentials Classic. So you can see more tools have appeared. Okay, so the next thing now is to come over to, I'm using this tool that says the line segment tool. You can see, right? Make sure you're on the line segment tool. So I'll just come here. If I should left click and drag, like so, you can see it's not somehow straight unless I make it straight, right? But if you want a perfect line that is straight, a perfect straight line, make sure you are holding your shift key while drawing it. While holding your shift key, double click and what you can see now is straight. It's much more straight now, right? So just leave it like so. So the next thing to do now is, after doing that, now I'll come over here again, draw another line, make sure it's straight. Okay, double click and drag down, double click, drag down. One is so. Okay, so you can see what we have. So now having done that, now what I'll do next is to come back to the selection tool, which is this, the black one. So I'm going to highlight this two. After highlighting the two, what I'll do is I'm going to come back to objects and I'll click on group. I want to group the two lines. After grouping them, the next thing I'll do is I want to copy this, Ctrl C, then I'll paste Ctrl V. You can see what we have now. So what I'll do next is that okay, before that, let me go back. Let me try to like reduce the size of this. It's too wide. Okay, it's cool like this. Then Ctrl C and Ctrl V to group, to copy and paste. Let me try to like adjust this. Just bring my cursor down, left click and adjust this like so. Then just left click and drag it here. Let me just drag it here. That's what we have. Let me click on this now. Let me try to drag this up a little bit. Click on this. Okay, so now I may adjust this as well up and bring this down, so you can see what we have now, right? So what I'll do next is that I'm going to highlight these two, highlight the two like so. After highlighting the two, then I'm going to go to objects. I'm going to group the two. After grouping the two, go to objects now and click, I'll come back to transform. Now come over to reflect. You can see reflect, then reflect. You can see. So if I should just click on OK now, it means it's going to delete the previous one I had and it's going to give me this new one. But I don't want that. I want it to copy the previous one. I'll just click on copy. You can see we now have two now. You can see we have two of them. So I can now easily move one. You can see. So now we are getting there. You can see what we have. You can see what we have. So what I'll do next is that having done that, the next thing I'll do is to come to the line segment 2 now, and I'm going to come over here. You see, this is where the two lines intersect. You can see if I should come here, we have parts and we have intersect here. So make sure you're on the intersect. So I will just left click and drag my straight and draw my straight line. You can see my straight line. I'm coming, cancel. Okay, I'm gonna draw my straight line now. But make sure these two aligns together. I think it's not. Is this too straight? This make it align with this. Okay, I think it's now straight, right? Okay, now to line segment 2 now. So where it intersects, I'm just going to left click and one drag. Okay, you can see what we have. Then I'll come over here as well, left click where it intersects and drag. You can see. And I'll come over here where it intersects, left click and drag. Now come down here as well and drag to a straight line. Okay, so you can see what we have. Okay, so what I'll do next is that I'm just gonna come over to, I'll go over to my, I'm gonna highlight everything, just highlight everything like so. So after highlighting everything, I'll come out to my shape builder tool. Remember I explained this in previous tutorials, right? The shape builder tool. So I want to delete some stuff here. I believe by now you should have been familiar with how to do that. So I'll come over here to delete. You just hold your alt key, right? Hold your alt key. I want to delete this line. Hold my alt key, click on this, deleted. Hold my alt key, click, deleted, delete, delete. Hold while holding the alt key and you click on it. Let's see. It's as simple as that. You can see what we have. Hold alt key. Okay. That is how magic it is. It's not magic anyway. The shape builder is very fascinating. I told you when I'm designing a logo, it can be very useful. Yes. Okay, come over here as well. Delete. Oh. And the reason is because this line, I think it does not align together with this. That is the reason. This line is not perfect. It's not so perfect. If I should delete it now, it's gonna delete. Okay. So we are getting there. We are getting our M logo. Okay, I think this line is not perfect. I'm going to have to do another line here. Okay, so let me just go back to the line segment tool. Let me have another line here. It's not okay. It's not. Is this straight? It's not straight. That's it. Okay, let me just leave it like so. Let me leave it, but it's not straight. You can see the height. Let me bring it down here. Let's quickly go recap it. I don't like this. It's not what I want. It's not straight. How do we go about it? Left click and while holding your shift key so that we can have a proper straight line. So I'll be fast with this now. Just bring this down. Right. Come over here again. Hold your shift key. Bring this down. Right. So the next thing to do is to what? Highlight these two. Highlight these two. What? You group them. Objects. Group. Ctrl C. Ctrl V. Then what? You try kind of bend this. Then you want to move it down here. Then you can just expand it like so. Let me expand this one as well. Expand this a little bit more. Okay, so what I'll do next is that I'm just gonna highlight the two objects, group, objects, transform, reflect. Make sure it's reflect. Now click on copy. Then we have our results, right? So now I can move it like so. You can see what we have, right? Okay, this is much more straight now. See what we have. So now the next thing now is to do is to come over to this line segment tool where it intersects. Remember, double click and what, and move it. Where it intersects, double click, move it. Make sure it's straight. Okay, then come over here as well. Where it intersects, move it. The points here as well. Just move it. Okay, so now we are done. Then go over to the selection tool let's highlight everything like so, right? Then to the shape builder tool, that you can cut the ones we don't want. While holding your alt key, click on it. Let's just keep deleting. So we have a proper one now. This is much more better than the first one we did. Just hold your shift key, your alt key, and click on the part you want to delete. After highlighting it, then you go to the shape builder and do the necessary adjustments. Okay. See what we are doing. Okay, that's what we have now. Then come over here. It's not done. Click on this. Click on this. Okay, so you can see what we have. I think I need to shape builder too after highlighting. Okay, so you can see what we have now. You can see what we have now. Look at, so let's delete this. We don't need this. Let's delete this. We don't need this anymore. Okay, this is our M2 now. This is our M. Let's move it. Our M logo. So we start making adjustment to this now, right? Start making adjustment to this now. Okay. So what I'll do next is that the next thing to do now is to come over here. I want to color this. I want to give this some kind of coloring. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll first highlight. Okay, after that, come to the shape builder too. The shape builder can make this very, very easy. Then I'll come over to stroke. Let me just stroke at none. Then I'll come to fill. Now I'm going to choose this color here. Let me choose this first. Okay, I'm just come here. Click on it. See? Fill. Let me choose this as the next one. Yeah, click on it. It's getting beautiful, isn't it? Look at this. Right. Come over here. Click on this. And the last one, I want to make use of it. Something like. I think we made use of this earlier. Okay, let's change this one. Okay. Okay. So you can see what we have now. I think this and this are somehow the same. Okay, let me just leave it. So what I'll do next is that let me come back to the rectangle tool now. And give it some kind of background. Just draw it. Okay, you can see what we have. So what I'll do next is that I'm just going to, you can see the background with the shape, the rectangle has covered our logo. So to take it to the back, just come over here. You can see why the background is selected. Just come over here. You can see arrange. Click on arrange and click on send to back. So you can see what we have, send to back. Okay, so what I'll do next is that I want to, let me just lock this background. So once the background is selected, go to objects and go to lock selection. So the background is locked now. You can see. Okay. Now let me go to the selection tool now. Let me highlight this once again. Down to the shape builder. Now you can see. So let me try to adjust these colors. This color. Let me use these for. Use this for this. Okay, let me use this for this. Okay, so you can see what we have now. Look at how beautiful this is. Isn't this beautiful? Right, so now let's now give this a more beautiful source. Okay, highlight, shape builder, then color. Let me choose this first. I just come over here, click on this. Look at, click this first. Next, let me use this here. Okay, then come over here, let me use this. Next, let me use this. Next, look at what we have. Look at this. So you can just click around and do something really fascinating, right? Really fascinating. You can see now we have our M logo. This is just an example how you can what make your logo here in Illustrator. You can see this is very simple M logo. It's very fascinating. You can see. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next. So the next tutorial I'll be doing another logo. So thank you very much for watching. But before we go, I would like to take us through how we can save our work here in Illustrator. Okay, so let's to save this. For example, I want to save this logo now. I'll come over here to file, and I'm just gonna click on export. Come to export and click on export for screen. If it's for screen, you know, you want to send this around a screen, for example. So just have to select this, just leave this like this. You can see this is where you choose the format you want: PNG, PNG8, JPEG. You can see PDF, as you can see 4. You can see if you're designing something for Illustrator for print, so there, well, that's when you go with PDF. You get and it's make sure it's CMYK. But for this is for screen, so you can go with PNG or we go with JPEG, right? Let's just go, for example, if I literally leave it like this, if I click on export as board, you can see that means I have to choose the location I want this to be. You can see export to, you can see you can browse it, click on browse, box browse here, and you choose your location. If I choose this PC, for example, I choose on, let me choose desktop, and I choose, click on select folder. Now it's gonna export. You can see now export. You can see it here. You can see. Okay, that is that about that. Okay, now the next thing now, to you can as well save. There's another way you can save. Actually, you can come to export and you can click on export as, and come over here and just select it as. You can select JPEG as well here, and the last JPEG, PNG, or save it as any format you want here. You can see text format and the likes. You see, that's another way you can go about saving in Illustrator. So you just want to save it here in Illustrator without that is, you can, so that you can come back and do more adjustments. You can just click on, come over to file and click on save. So you can just save. You can see next time you can save to computer, you can save to cloud. So next time you can come back and still work on this logo if you want. You get. So another way to do that, to save, you can also come to save as. If I should click on save as now, the same thing, you can just adjust the name. It's somehow similar. So if I should come back to save as templates, but the important ones I've mentioned is to come over to export, and we'll just navigate through that. I can also come over to save as or save. So that is how you go about saving in Illustrator. So thank you very much for watching. See you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.